Hi guys, welcome back to Wayward Son Custom. Today we have the Daniel Defense H9 9mm pistol in all of its glory. Alright, so for those of you that may be unaware, this is a pistol that has had a few ups and downs, so a little bit of controversy and everything. And we're going to see if any of that's changed. But originally it was the Hudson H9, and they had a bunch of problems with it and whatnot. So eventually Daniel Defense bought the design for it and did some tweaks of their own and everything. And so now, moving forward, you had the Daniel Defense H9, which then had its own issues. The barrels were, the projectiles coming out of the barrels were keyholing, spinning, and all kinds of weird stuff, and a couple other problems. Okay, so that was a year or two ago, whatever. They got all that straightened out, so they say. So now, this should be a fully functional, non-keyholing, just piece of Daniel Defense goodness on par with their rifles. In and of itself, it really should be. Alright, Daniel Defense makes some great rifles, and so it would only make sense that any pistol they put their name on should work equally well. But I don't know. I held off buying an H9 before because I started seeing all the people reporting these issues, and so I wanted to wait until I got the bugs worked out. It appears that they have, but we're going to go to the range here in just a second and find out. But with the H9, what you basically have is a conglomeration of striker-fired polymer frame pistol and 1911. So you've got the 1911 grip angle and feel, but you still have a 15-round magazine, and then it is striker-fired instead of hammer-fired, and then you have a very unique recoil system on it. The trigger is very unique as well. As you can see, it almost looks like it's upside down in there, but it makes for a very light and crisp trigger pull. As we're sitting here, you've got trigger pull, and then look at that, almost no reset, and then boom. So racking and slide recoil system is a little more robust than you may be used to, but that's okay. You have ambidextrous slide stop slide release. You have a non-ambidextrous magazine release. You've got blacked out serrated rear sight with a fiber optic front sight. It is optics ready, and just overall, I think I always thought this pistol looked pretty cool, and it feels very nice. No matter which hand you put it in, it just feels nice and ergonomic. My hand just naturally gravitates right up into the tang there. The beaver tail is just enough without being too much or too little. It's kind of a Goldilocks there. All the controls are easy to reach, and then you've got your WML Picatinny rail here. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have, the texturing could be a little more aggressive for my taste, but overall it's not bad. And yeah, it's just a really nice feeling, very ergonomic gun. And you know what, I've spent enough time talking about this gun. You guys are probably pretty familiar with it at this point. Let's just go to the range and see what it does. That makes sense to me. Daniel Defense H9. Defense H9, 15-round magazine, equally dispersed with 115 grain, 124 grain, 147 grain 9mm ammo, different manufacturers, and some are round nose, some are flat nose. Let's see if this thing will feed anything. Alright, here you have accuracy out of the Daniel Defense H9 at 50 yards. on a regular size IPSC target. Okay, this is accuracy from the Daniel Defense H9 on a mini IPSC target, and a lot of people have asked what the difference is between what size difference there is between the mini IPSC and the regular IPSC, and there you go. I'm using the regular IPSC that I shot at 50 yards as a backer for the mini, and accuracy from this top shoot and see is from 7 yards and from 15 yards. So as you can see, it's plenty accurate. No more keyholing issues, at least not with mine. Alright guys, we are back from the range with the Daniel Defense H9. I'm here to tell you, in case you couldn't tell on your own, there were no keyhole issues out of this gun. I put 400 rounds through it total, and you know, I shot 115, 124, 147 grain, flat nose, round nose, hollow point, you know, different manufacturers, Federal, CCI, Blazer Brass, Underwood, what else? Winchester, Fiocchi, and Hornady. All through this gun, it fed all of them, no problem. And yeah, you know, honestly, I don't care about what was going on with the original batch of guns. It doesn't really matter at this point, because it really seems like they have fixed it. I mean, mine ran flawlessly, super accurate. Love the trigger. It's very ergonomic, feels good in your hand. The recoil impulse was negligible. Just overall, you know, I gotta say, kudos to Daniel Defense. I mean, from all accounts, I think everybody will agree the first ones were kind of a dumpster fire. But the nice thing about a company like Daniel Defense is that they actually, I don't know, try to put out a good product. So when something sucks, they usually don't let it stand. And so that seems to be the case here. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the only knock I can find with it is if you are somebody that is upper body strength compromised, have arthritis, you get up there in age, you're of small stature, whatever, to where racking a slide is normally difficult for you, you're going to find this almost impossible. So as long as you don't fit into one of those categories, then I think this is a great choice. Like I said, accurate, reliable, almost no recoil to it. Comes with fiber optic front sight, optics ready. Came with 3 magazines. I mean, 15 plus 1 capacity. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you other than they obviously fixed all the bugs, at least in my sample size. And I bought this on my own dime. This was not cherry picked and sent to me or anything like that. And all I can tell you is this thing really rocks. I really enjoyed shooting this gun. So there you have it. I mean, that's just my opinion. By all means, you can hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If you have any practical experience with the first generation or this generation, if you like it, hate it, you're in between, whatever, just hit me up in the comments below, or you can shoot me an email at waywardsoncustomgun@gmail.com, and you can shoot me an email for any reason at any time. Yeah, just by all means. So anyway, if you really want to support the channel, I'll let you in on a little secret. There's a way you can do it for free. You can subscribe. Of course, then again, there's also some other ways you can help out the channel and do it for free, and that is give me a thumbs up if you like 2A content on my channel, and you can also comment, like I said, in the comment section below. You can share the video. That's a really big one. That helps out. In fighting the algorithm and getting the word out, letting YouTube know that not only you, but people you know are interested in 2A content. And then you can also, if you feel like it, you can click join. You can become a channel member, and there's 3 different tiers. Each one has its own perks, and they piggyback on each other, so they just keep going and getting better. So anyway, until next time, watch your 6 and carry on. Wayward Son out. Oh yeah, you can also hit super thanks, which is kind of like Patreon for YouTube.